Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals! And for this very special episode, we will be featuring the LYKA costume Jurassic World Oxalaia. This is also a very special video for me because it's a collaboration between me and EB Toy Universe. As well, EB Toy Universe or DGX is celebrating his birthday tomorrow! This coming Friday, he will be uploading this video, and actually this is one of the greatest I've seen so far, so watch it guys! This is also a collaboration between some of my friends, Zen Adventures, Let's Get Groovy, Azert161, Ghana Tiger, Maximum Power, and Rexiac Bricks. So also watch their videos guys! And now it's time for us to announce the guest PC contest winners, and of course we have 10 lucky picks, and here they are: Dust, Popsicle, Planet, Gulhermi, Maniamar, Gorgo, Renzo, Ready12, Rain, and Pamela Perez. Congratulations everyone! And now for top 10 winners: Mr. T-Rex, Richard Lazo, Regnadu, Jurassic Reyes, Hunter Hicks, Aiden Stevenson, Draco Whitey, Virgo Tribans Shanti, Zara PKD, and Mechanic Tiger. Congratulations everyone! And I hope to see you on the next Guess SPC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage. In the homepage, just click on the community link and it will lead you to all my posts. And now let's move on with the making of the Oxalaia for you to see how I actually made it. But first of all, please like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And for you to be able to support my channel, please skip on all the ads on all my videos. So here I've already sculpted the entire figure with several modifications, and then after that we moved on with the primering of the figure. So during primering, I actually waited for around several hours for it to be fully dried before we start on the painting process in itself. For this, I marked down several areas where I should be putting several details on the painting in itself. So with that, let's move on with the painting. But first, here are some references that I will be using. These are different designs, I know, but you know, I would like to mix them up together and see what I come up with. Alright, so with that, we will be using several paint here, acrylic paints. We also have some water and some brushes as well. And now all we have to do is mix up some paint and let's start painting, shall we? So first up, we colored the entire figure with this mixture of white, some yellow ochre, and a little bit of brown. Some interesting facts about the Oxalaia. The name Oxalaia is actually derived from the African deity Oxalaia. It is a genus of Spinosaurid dinosaurs that live in what is now northeast region of Brazil during the late Cretaceous period. The species name refers to Brazilian Quilombo settlements. Oxalaia quilombensis is the 8th officially named theropod species from Brazil and the largest carnivorous dinosaur discovered there. This dinosaur is believed to be a close relative of the African genus Spinosaurus and or maybe a junior synonym to this taxon. Although Oxalaia is known from only 2 partial skull bones, Kellner and colleagues found that its teeth and cranium had a few distinct features not seen in other spinosaurids or theropods, including 2 replacement teeth in each socket and a very sculptured secondary palate. Oxalaia's habitat was tropical, heavily forested, and surrounded by an arid landscape. This environment has a large variety of life forms also present in the mid-Cretaceous North Africa, due to the connection of the South American and Africa as parts of the supercontinent Gondwana. As a Spinosaurid, the traits of Oxalaia's skulls and dentition indicate a partly piscivorous lifestyle, similar to that of the modern crocodilians. Alright, so mixing a little bit more orange to this one, I'm painting on the top of the sail here, and then this will also be painted on some parts of the body and the neck as well as that of the tail. Some parts of the thighs as well as that of the arms will be painted with this color as well. And now that that is actually dried off, it is now time for us to have some pop of color. So mixing the same colors earlier on, we mix a little bit of burnt sienna and we'll be, providing several details of stripes to speckles, some dots here and there using this color. A bit more information on the Oxalaia. As a Spinosaur, Oxalaia would have had large robust forelimbs, relatively short hind limbs, elongated neural spines, forming a ridge or sail on its back, and a tall neural spine on its caudal vertebrae, which, similar to the tails of modern crocodiles. They have aided in swimming as well. Spinosaurids likely spent most of their time near or in water and fed mostly on aquatic animals, avoiding direct competition with other large predators but being able to sustain themselves on terrestrial animals if necessary. Such behavior is observed in cases such as juvenile iguanodonted bones found in the stomach cavity of a baryonyx. The conical transversely oval-shaped teeth of Oxalaia and its nasal openings that were retracted further back on the skull than in most theropods. These are characteristics of Spinosaurids. Both features are useful adaptations for catching and feeding on fish. Alright, so moving on with the painting. So, with white colors, we will be painting on the, eyeballs or, eye thingies on the sail of this Spinosaurid. It actually is going to look like that of a peacock eye or the feathers on the tail of the male peacock. And I think it's going to be great, although I don't have yet a specific design while I was actually painting this one. So it actually was very enlightening for me and also exciting as well. Every now and then I would ask for DJ X's opinion on this one because this is actually a Spinosaurid that he has been asking for a while now, and this is actually dedicated to him as well. Okay, so in one of the references that I have for the Oxalaia actually had more or darker colored feet and also hands. I don't know why that is just the case, but since I think I'm liking that particular rendition of the Oxalaia, then we're doing it on this particular animal. And using the same colors that we actually painted on the feet and also the hands of this Oxalaia, we are going to paint some details on the head of this figure. So I'm guessing that I think I would like to have that skull shape detailing on this one. So I'm trying my best to, recreate that on this figure. This actually brings me back to the times of Jurassic Park 3, where the Spinosaurus is actually the mascot or the logo for the Jurassic Park franchise. And now for some last details on this Oxalaia. So I mixed a little bit of red with that of the browns that we had earlier on, and we're creating that transition or gradient from top to bottom of the details on the tail, the entire body, as well as that of the legs and the arms. And that's about all that we have for you guys in terms of the making of the Oxalaia. I'm saving some time for you to, of course, enjoy the assemblies and also the closer look on this one. I hope you learned something from this short video tutorial. Now let's move on with, of course, assemblies. So let's count down the number of parts of this figure, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 parts to this one. Let's connect first the head with the lower jaw. Then after that, let's attach the head to the neck. Now to the body. Now let's connect the hands to the arms. Now let's connect the arms to the body, starting off with the left one and then the right. Now let's connect the legs. The right one first and then the left one. Now let's attach the tail, the base, and then the tip. And lastly, this would be the sail of the Oxalaia. And voila! The LEGO custom Oxalaia for you guys. And now for the closer look of this video. And you can see here our Oxalaia is smiling from cheek to cheek, such a big mouth, because he's actually excited to greet the DGX here because it's his birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday again, DGX, and the rest of the gang is also present here to be greeting the DGX, including EB, Usher, the GCL, and Moira. This particular dinosaur, Oxalaia, is actually based off from several photos, and one of them would be the one that I showed you here. Okay, so let's now take a closer look of the Oxalaia, shall we? But first, bye-bye guys! So the Oxalaia is actually one of the most, I guess, most thought of and original painting that I've done so far. You can see that there are pink details on the head of crest, of the Oxalaia, as well as those of the sail. The level of details on the body as well as that of the tail, including certainly that of the sail, is mind-boggling, to be honest. This is one of those dinosaurs that took me around 4 or 5 hours to complete in terms of painting. And you can see here the details on the teeth as well, which I actually took some time as well with the sculpting as well as with the detailing on the jaw. There is overlap and also an overbite, a whole slew of how actually a Spinosaurus would look like in terms of skull and dimension. In terms of articulation, it's mostly similar to that of my other Spinosaurus. So you can open and close its mouth. The head moves separately with that of the neck. The neck also moves separately with that of the head, and also the body can be twisted 360 degrees. The arms and the feet, the arms will definitely have its own movement as well as that of the hands here. It's taking me some time to connect it. So yeah, here it is. The hands can certainly rotate So I can have it on a forward, or let it be holding someone, or or a minifigure. The tail here can also be twisted into some other directions as well, as if it's swimming. Definitely our sail here is removable, similar to that of our Spinosaurus 2020. And now for our size comparisons. First up, here is our Oxalaia, and comparing it here with our resident DGX, you can see that definitely it's smaller than that of the Oxalaia, and it's around the same size, I guess, when it comes to skeletal reconstruction so far. Right, so let's move on with some of our comparisons of the Spinosaurids that I have done so far here in the channel. First up, we have the Oxalaia. The Oxalaia is, it's not a well-known Spinosaur, but I wanted to make one. It's a smaller Spinosaurid here with some details on the back spine and also the tail. The Irritator, on the other hand, is something that I'm actually proud of. It's one of the first smaller Spinosaurids that I've done so far. It has this box type edge on the snout to it, making it a very unique type of Spinosaurid. Next up would be the Echubinator. The Echubinator is one of the more colorful Spinosaurids that I have on the channel. It has a variety of colors on its sail, on the crest, and on its tail as well. It also sports this yellowish head to it. Kind of funny, to be honest. Next up we have here our Baryonyx. The Baryonyx is actually based off from the Jurassic World website when the Jurassic World movie is still being promoted. Okay, so next up we have our Triastronix. The Triastronix is, to be honest, I think it's a mixture of a Baryonyx and some other things I'm not so sure of, but look at it. It's so awesome looking. It looks really badass with those quills on the back, and the painting in itself is really good. Alright, so here is our Suchomimus. So you can see here that it's undergoing certain renovations to be more accurate to that of the skeletal reconstructions, and of course there will be a little bit of revisions on the painting on this as well. So if you'd like to see a full-on video of the rendition or the revision of the Suchomimus, then just let me know in the comments below. So comparing both in terms of size, definitely our Oxalaia still is a little bit bigger than that of our Suchomimus. Now we have here our Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. Now in terms of head size or bulkiness, you can see here that our Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 would gain or is looking a bit more larger or bulkier than that of the Oxalaia, but in terms of length, I think our Oxalaia here is longer than our Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So I'm thinking of repainting this one, or probably making another Spinosaurus all in all based on the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, but let me know if you'd like to see that. And lastly, our Spinosaurus from 2020. This 2020 version of the Spinosaurus is actually one that I have done for, actually when I was doing this, it took me around a month to complete or to finish, because I was actually just starting on more details or in terms of evolution of my work. So this is actually the pinnacle or the milestone wherein most of my I guess customizing careers have really evolved in a way that is more extensive in terms of coloration and even the shape of my designs or in my sculpts. So among the difference of the Spinosaurus and the Oxalaia would be the shape of the crest here, a little bit more differences in the shape of the head, the length of the neck of the Spinosaurus is definitely longer as well, and definitely the entire body of the Spinosaurus is longer as also. So here we have our species roll call for this particular video, and all of our all of my Spinosaurus are out here, and if you would like to, probably comment some of your suggestions, then please do write them down below. I do read them up, and if I feel that these comments or suggestions are in line with what I am also thinking, then who knows, maybe we can see your suggestions in my next creations. Also, the DGX here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here, or all of the creatures that you see here, are actually present in the Extinct Bricks playlist. But I will be also placing several or all of the links here to all of the creatures that you see here so far, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's have the species roll call. Start with the Triastronics from Jurassic World Alive. This is the Extinct Bricks Equivinator. Extinct Bricks Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. This is the Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Suchomimus. Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Baryonyx. This is the Extinct Bricks Spinosaurus 2020 version. This is the Extinct Bricks Irritator. The Extinct Bricks Ostafricosaurus. And of course, the star of the show here, our Extinct Bricks Oxalaia. Yay! Again, happy birthday, DGX! I hope you enjoyed this dedicated video for you. EB here would also like to remind everyone to watch EB Toy Universe collaboration video on Friday. So, mark your calendars, everyone! That's all for now for our Oxalaia. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing this video. Here's a short clip and also some more photos of the Oxalaia for you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching from start to end. Your support means the world to me. Also, please don't forget to support our other channels, The Adventures of Moira and Asher and EB Toy Universe. Watch their videos and support your channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!